Yo, what's up, everybody? Anyway, it was a question I was having in my mind. I don't know why this came to me. Do you think bullying potentially makes you stronger as a person?
I think it depends on the person. I think if you're a resilient person, then yes.
Or what makes a resilient person? Like if you're able to self-reflect and know and be like yourself, you're self-aware enough that you know that this person is doing it because they're insecure themselves, so it shouldn't affect me, that type of thing.
Yeah, well, I guess if you're getting bullied and you weigh other people's opinions heavily, that's when you start caring so much about it and it affects you like emotionally, mentally, blah, blah, blah.
But you don't need to get bullied to have people's opinion affecting you either. Like I get a lot of feedback, a lot of suggestions, and they're not bullying me, but it just puts me like, I'm really self-reflective.
No, you're not self-reflective. That's not self-reflective.
Chaotic energy, bro.
I am self-reflective. I don't implement it, but like I think I'm doing this wrong.
You let other people's opinions sway what you're thinking.
Agreed?
Yeah.
But I'm saying that is self-reflective though.
No, it's not.
No, bro. You don't know the meaning of words, bro. Self-reflection is like you go through an experience.
Are you bullying
and then
me now? Because I can't understand shit, bro.
What happened?
I know you,
bro,
big dog.
I heard him say English is shit, bro. I didn't make funny accent.
Bro, don't say these fake stories. He takes it to heart, and then his mood's gonna be off for the rest of the podcast, and he's gonna sit quietly.
Come on, man.
Yeah. So what you were saying is correct to an extent. I would say if you let other people's opinion weigh on you, like he does, that would be bad. Plus,
the thing is, that's not bullying entirely, though. Okay, he wasn't talking about bullying.
Yeah, no, he was specifically mentioning like if a person was like bullying you, and then you actually. Certain people might just call you or you terrorist dog, whatever. Mm-hmm. That is bullying if you take it upon yourself.
But do you think everyone has like pinch points?
Yeah,
like
for sure.
Like if you're comfortable, what's your biggest insecurity?
Nothing about me. Like like my family for one. Like if people.
Oh yeah.
So so that would be my like biggest insecurity.
Yeah.
So for certain people, it's their hairline. Yeah. So stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So like if someone came at you for your family, do you think like bullied you about your family or something, you wouldn't respond or you wouldn't reflect inwardly about that. You just get angry and emotional, right?
No.
No?
No.
So you think you'd come away from that situation a better person, basically? Yeah.
So for you guys, like if someone like this is not bullying, this is just like abuse at this point. Like say someone said something about your mom which was like very derogatory.
No, that can be bullying though. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, so like would you lash out? Like depends what they say type of thing, right?
I'm pretty chill. Like I don't have any like major insecurities that I care a lot about.
Yeah.
So I don't think anyone could really piss me off to the point where I come off as worse.
Certain people, they don't get bullied from other people. They get bullied from within family as well at times.
Yeah.
That would suck. Like if your parents were bullying you, bro, or your like everyone in your inner circle was bullying you, that would be like you can't be a self-aware person and just like let it go at that point. You need that,
What makes someone self-aware? Just to set a baseline.
If they don't like other people, what other people say affect them. Like if they haven't done anything wrong and other people are coming at them for something, they just say like, oh, I know who I am, I know what I've done, and I don't think so it was a wrong thing.
Someone with delusion can say the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
So so I think self-aware is a different. If you had a Venn diagram of self-aware and delusion,
but that would be like stubbornness. It wouldn't be self-awareness.
Now his definition of self-aware is something I don't agree with. Like,
oh, okay, yeah.
And if you ask me for my definition, I can't give you any.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what the word means.
Bro, shut up.
You're still learning English, bro.
Yeah. So self-aware. Like if you are in the correct, I said, like if you know you're right, and then you did nothing wrong. If you're someone that's like, like doing something wrong over and over and again and you just don't want to admit it, that's being delusional. Like how certain players like they never admit to being wrong, they just blame other teammates or whatever and they just repeat their mistakes.
Michael Jordan,
like Son on futsal.
Yeah, something like that. Like so like picture a player like like Russell Westbrook, that's what they say, like he doesn't want to change his game, so they just say he's delusional because he just says like other people are not playing well around me and stuff like that.
I see. Yeah. The other thing is, so snowflakes and stuff aside, do you think with the internet and the surge
surge
in internet usage and stuff with TikToks, Instagram, blah blah blah, impressionable teenagers, blah blah blah. Do you think it's way easier to be bullied these days?
Yeah. I think bullying is getting worse because of that reason, because there's more avenues to do it.
But do you think we've lowered the threshold for what bullying is?
Yeah, that's true as well. So like parents before, like it was, I don't know how much our parents knew, or like people who are older than us, how much they knew like what was going on at school and
no
stuff.
No one would really know anything unless, you know, you told them or you told a teacher or something, and teacher starts, you know, tells the principal or parents.
Okay, let's take it by point. You made 2 points, two good points. Okay, so one, yes, bullying is getting different and like more extensive because they can do it through more avenues. So before you had to be physically at school, someone would make fun of you, the other. Now you could just be sitting at home.
Yeah, that's true. Bullying can follow you home now.
Yeah, and then you're watching a movie, someone sends you a message, or you looked ugly today.
Yeah.
Your haircut sucks, blah, 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 whatever the case is. And
I
then
feel like a lot of this is directed to me.
No, bro, this is your insecurity because as soon as we start talking about hair, you just think about your hair.
Why couldn't you talk about toes or something? Why it had to be hair?
Because I'm looking at your hairline right there, bro.
Ridiculous,
so that's true. And the second point you made was
so lower the threshold and then the surge of internet.
Yeah, so lower the threshold, definitely. I agree with as well. Like before, if you not before, I don't want to say like before, after. Like there's more chances now that people if a minor inconvenience comes around, like people are gonna say mean things, like kids are gonna say something stupid, or adults might say something that you don't agree with, and you just take it onto your heart and then call it bullying.
Yeah.
When it could just be a minor inconvenience, they were saying.
Do you think random occurrences of like issues or altercations or something would be considered bullying? Because when I was in year 7, I was playing basketball on the basketball court, and there was this year 11.
Oh, I thought you play basketball on a tennis court, bro.
Sometimes I do.
Okay.
Only
Anyways.
Legit, bro. Come on. Anyway, year 11, year 12 dude was walking past.
Yeah.
Like half court, and he was he had a chocolate milk in his hand, and I was dribbling the ball backwards. I was, coming back out to the 3-point line, and I bumped into him as I was walking backwards, and then all his chocolate milk dropped and everything. He got super pissed. He grabbed me by like the neck of my collar.
Yeah.
And then like picked me, pushed me to the side and like picked me up, and then like I was shit scared. I was in year 7, new school and everything.
Yeah.
I didn't have I probably had friends by that point, but like I was a little twerp in year 7. Yeah. Like I was the smallest, shortest, skinniest, wimpy kid, right? And so I shot my pants. I was like, what the hell? Thankfully, one of his friends was like my peer tutor or some shit. So I was like, oh no, I know that kid. Leave it, like
leave Trey alone, bro.
Give him a break. Yeah. So I was lucky, but like in this instance, do you in these days, do you think that would be reported as bullying? That like one-off.
What would happen back then if you were to complain to your teacher? Would it be any actions against this fellow? Or?
Nah, I think it would have been. Nah, I don't think anything would have happened.
No, but did you consider it to be bullying yourself? Like, did it? No, you brought it up. Like, did it affect you that you remembered it to this point?
Yeah, bro. He's been shadowboxing every night.
Yeah, I
got you, brother.
Yeah.
I got pretty shoddy memory. But when I went to year 12, year 11, year 12, I didn't feel like I had that same authority over year 7s that the respect we had for year 12s when I was in year 7.
Yeah.
Like, I felt, like, bro, I remember year 8 trying to take our basketball class. I was like, what the hell, bro? We're seniors. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know, man.
Like, if you remembered it, it definitely affected you to a certain extent.
Nah, like not.
Like, you remembered it, at least.
Yeah,
you remembered it. But you didn't consider it to be bullying back then.
No.
Like, you didn't think you got bullied, I should go home, tell my mom some year 11 dude with a milkshake in his hand nearly killed me or whatever. Yeah.
No.
What about you? Have you been through instances where you were like considered you got bullied?
I bully son every night, bro.
Yeah, right.
As a kid, you never got bullied?
No. I mean, nothing I remember right now.
Where do your insecurities come from then, bro?
Huh?
Where do your insecurities
family.
come from?
So your family must have bullied you then, or like done something.
My uncle said, yeah.
To what extent? Like just make fun of you for no reason?
I mean, there were reasons.
What were the reasons?
But the thing is, like, if I'm making fun of my cousin because he's fat, something he can't change. But they used to make fun of me having African American lips. Can you block that out?
You said it, bro. No, man, I'm not gonna read it.
And like my hair loss or whatever.
Yeah.
They're like, you're gonna be joining me soon, etc., etc.
Yeah.
They were bold.
They are fully bald.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like, they used to joke, but it did affect me a bit.
So do you think that now that you do it to other people, it's just that
Nah,
those
so for me, I do it from a place of affection. For them,
they said the same thing, bro.
No. So
If you complain to your mom and then your mom comes just like, oh, you complain about my son is complaining about you, they'll be like, oh, we did it there from a place of affection.
They had a young kid too.
Yeah.
And he didn't grow his hair for first 2 years. Internally, I was like, he deserves this, but I never brought it up because it did bother him for a bit.
What a petty way to
but
go
like
after a kid, bro.
But like I know exactly, so I never said it to him, and I hope he got his full. He's normal now.
Yeah.
Not saying he was abnormal before.
Yeah.
But internally, I was like, I hope he gets full set of hairs. But there was a part of me that said let's bring it up to him to tease him, kind of thing.
I have a similar story in my family where there used to be this uncle auntie in the family. They used to make fun of other people's kids for being short because one of their kids was a lot taller, and then the second son, when he was born, bro, he remained very short. He was 5'6" or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
And then so now people are like, oh, remember when you used to make fun of our kid for being short?
Yeah.
What about your kid? And then they have to just take it on the chin, bro. They can't do anything about it.
You're making fun of the parent, but the kid is getting affected by proxy.
That's what you did, bro. You made fun of that.
No, I don't do that. So I don't do. I just shut up. I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Internally, I was just
thinking about
saying it just to tease him.
Yeah.
But then I was like, this is gonna be below the belt.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a decent guy, bro.
Well, I used to get bullied by my teachers, bro.
How come?
They used to call me George Little. Have you guys seen Stuart Little?
Yeah.
So the kid with the glasses who's Stuart's older brother, he used to be called George Little. So the movie had just come out, and then when I got glasses when I was a little kid, my eyesight was so bad they gave me the thick lenses to compensate. So I kind of used to look like that guy as well, and my hair was similar. So they used to call me Little George and whatever. Yeah. And then all the kids started calling me that as well. And then I used to have weird haircuts and stuff like that. So they used to just teachers used to just muck around and make fun of people.
We do have a report about Abob.
Yeah, bro. So I was gonna say our for all the listeners, our group of friends ranges from 22 to Abob. So there's a big difference,
age gap. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a big age gap, right? So Abob was always our senior, right? And Abob will come with these cool high school stories and cool stories about his friend, this guy did this, high school is cool, blah, blah. But my inside sources actually reported that Abob was a very shy...
Lame fella.
Who did he speak to?
Inside sources,
bro. They wouldn't tell us again.
Yeah. Why? You gonna try and intimidate them?
No, I can admit, I was a shy person in high school.
There we go.
Shy is just one part, bro. Shy, I was also very shy.
Yeah.
But lame fella, never so.
Never so.
Lame.
Yeah.
I would consider myself lame. Yeah.
You would?
Have you?
Yeah. I never said I was.
Is it a past tense now or?
No, I still consider myself a lame person. I would never shy away from that, bro.
Nice,
yeah.
Nice.
No, but I don't know where you got this image of me being some macho dude in high school.
No, because we were all younger.
Yeah, that's your problem. I never claimed it to be a macho person, bro.
He's changing that stuff though with this kind of poses.
Yeah. He's a secure
motorcycle.
He copied us getting motorcycle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I actually got my motorcycle before him. So what are you trying to say?
This guy's a lame fellow. Guess the number of Australians bullied in high school, primary school.
1 in 3.
1 in 4. Every 25% of kids.
It was something 23, 24, 25%. Do you think that's high? It was. This was in 2009, by the way. It's an Australian study.
That might be just people who've
people reporting. I don't think this is that common because I don't remember any bullying in high school.
No, but the thing is, so
apart from this one guy
with me,
who ended up being a girl eventually, bro.
Oh damn!
I
think he was probably insecure himself.
Yeah, so
she, they
them kind of situation.
Tell us the story.
Manages to bring transgenders into our podcast.
Well, I think he just has triggers. Every story somehow lines up with a transgender story for him. Yeah, go on.
Alright, go on, bro.
About transgenders?
No, about your friend that you're talking about, bro.
This friend was awkward fella, if I may say so. Yes. I don't want to be a bully, but he was so. So in high school, he was always obsessing about girls. Until 3 or 4 years ago, he said he's going to transition himself into a girl now.
Okay.
And he's going to go through the whole procedure of becoming a guy to a girl. Long procedure. And now he started growing boobs and shit, but that's not my problem. No, it's not a problem at all. I'm just bringing it up.
Yeah. So you went to testosterone
You got therapy.
Estrogen,
Yeah.
Estrogen, yeah.
inducing situation going on. I'm kind of wondering, would he still have his dick or not?
Yes, bro. It doesn't go away
'cause
unless you get surgery. It doesn't go
I
away.
think unless you get it surgically removed, which is way after you transition, they'll do it.
But just because you're taking estrogen doesn't mean it just
no, obviously
falls off.
it wouldn't like fall off, but it
Yeah.
would it like
Doesn't
be-
go inside and invert
Nah, would it
into
be like
you
a-
always bring up transgenders,
Nah,
bro.
would it be like a lump?
What's wrong with
Like,
you?
would it be like a docile situation?
No, it's still there.
Please, we have a friend called Google. Use it.
Sure. Anyway, so this guy in high school,
Yeah.
like every time, not me, but like everyone used to talk, he's so obsessed over girls. I don't think he ever got laid without paying. And maybe even after paying, he didn't get laid. So he transitioned into becoming a chick.
Okay,
now.
yeah.
For that reason, you're saying.
For that
Yeah.
reason, I think because he low-key got bullied for it. Like he came on a formal, and we had a formal on the cruise. I think everyone did, maybe.
Yeah.
Most people do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most people did. And his date was taken by one of my other friends.
Yeah.
So I think he just and his date was from a different school.
Okay.
So no one agreed in his school. And then like when he ended up going to the date, his date ended up going with some other friend of ours.
So you're hypothesizing just because
Just
because
he had a traumatic childhood. His parents had issues. He ended up being them.
It's very armchair psychologist.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. I'm not a psychologist, bro.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Aren't we all?
So like if have there be other instances like he was saying at first like he never saw anyone get bullied, then he brings up
No,
this
but
story.
this is just one instance, and this is I think insecurity is more so than bullying though, because no one brought up like you don't have a girlfriend. He just said like we just
No, but it doesn't have to be like direct. Like most bullying is very like sly and like
Subtle.
indirect anyway.
Like I don't know about these days, but like when I was in high school, I didn't really see like. And again, it depends on what you define bullying. Like I used to make fun of a couple mates.
It's different
sometimes-
with friends.
No, but like sometimes it was a bit excessive. Like it was still all verbal.
What
and
is
stuff, and
excessive?
It wasn't. I don't know. Like sometimes you just go a bit too far, and you
Like
realize,
you just keep prodding and probing at them, and then like
I don't know if that's considered bullying or not, or whether it's
I think
just,
that is bullying.
you push
no.
your mate too far.
Yeah.
Or
No,
something.
yeah.
like your friends like not interested, but you still like. There's certain times like you're just like bantering, and then it goes too far. It's like, oh yeah, I don't want to
No,
talk
but like
about
this
it.
this kid also like he loved the attention, but like I
Did he
can't
cry?
I can't think of no, he never cried. I can't think of a specific example of where it was too far, but I'm sure like once or twice or three times or something I would have pushed him too far over the years.
Okay, I had this friend. My first friend I made in Australia in high school. It was this like pasty white kid who had ginger hair, freckles, acne, braces.
Yeah.
Nothing was going for this guy. And because he was in my roll
Ron
call,
Weasley type
bro.
fella.
like
If
Ron
parents
Weasley
can
is like,
afford braces, he had a rich parent situation going on.
he did have rich parents, but like
Yeah.
yeah, he
He's
can still
won
be
half
ugly.
the battle, bro.
Stuff like that. So yeah, I became friends with him because he was in my roll call class.
Yeah.
And then we happened to have like similar classes in year 7. So I used to hang out with him, and by association I got bullied for it
Yeah, okay.
because like, oh yeah, why you hang out with him? Then eventually both of us started making friends with other people after like a month or two into high
Yeah.
school. Then we started hanging around with more people. But we all, because we were friends, like you were saying, we would start bantering. We would make fun of each other for the insecurities. One of our friends had a crooked like septum, so we used to call him like crooked nose or whatever, like stuff like that, simple stuff.
Yeah.
One of our friends was Arab, so we used to make terrorist jokes with him, this,
Yeah.
that, the other.
Did he get terrorist jokes back much in high school?
No, I think they didn't associate. They didn't know Pakistan was like
Okay.
involved in that kind
Sure.
of stuff. But once Osama bin Laden was found in Pakistan, that's when they
Did you feel
realized.
proud of the whole situation?
I was not really, bro. Oh, I remember when Shahid Afridi bit on the ball?
Yeah, cricket
Bro,
ball.
I got killed for like a month because of that reason. People used to just bring up like an apple. It's like, and like, it's like, oh, why didn't you bite into this? Or like, if I caught a ball, they're like, oh, no, take it out of his hand. He's going to chew onto it. Stuff like that, okay? So what was I telling you about? Okay, so this one kid,
Yeah.
right? He was one of those, like, he didn't take the jokes kindly.
Yeah.
We would all joke around, but for him, like, he had a very short fuse.
Yeah.
Not because he was a redhead,
Yeah.
but like he just had a short fuse.
Yeah.
One time we were all going into a wheelie bin, and then we pushed the wheelie bin down like to the bottom of it. So we had like a very big hill. We all would get in and we would push it down while one person was inside. You would
Yeah.
tumble, whatever.
Yeah.
He got inside, and it just happened to be that when we pushed him, he went the wrong way. The thing flipped, and when he came out, he had a broken shoulder.
Damn.
So he started like like, accusing everyone of doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
And then he went to the office, complained, and then we all got in trouble for it.
Fella.
And after that, like, everyone kind of fell out with that guy.
Yeah.
So they would just be like, oh no, don't hang out with him, he complains. Don't hang out with him, he complains. And it continued for a year. And then as kids, we didn't like pick up on it that he was like, his fuse was getting shorter and shorter.
Yeah.
His parents like got involved, and his parents were like, oh no, our kid gets bullied all the time and you guys don't do anything about it, blah, blah, blah. Then he changed schools. So then we used to like sit back and think, like, we used to mess around with him. We all did it, but like for him, like he must have taken it as we were his bullies.
Yeah, like it wasn't excessive purely for him. It was like, it was his response to it that made it excessive.
And so I sit back and I think, was I a bully then because of that reason? But I did it to all my friends. Like we all did it to each other. Like one time we're just sitting at lunch and then my bag goes missing.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, it's in one of the bins.
Yeah.
And there's 20 bins around the school. So I'm just outside of science class. It's like, why are you late? I'm like, I was trying to find my bag.
Yeah.
And there's all sorts of like just like banana peels and everything hanging off my bag. I'm like, I can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
But it was just like, it came with the territory. Like we all did it to each other.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So was I a bully? I don't know.
Yeah, like it's a fair
That's
point.
being bullied, man.
No, that's the thing about snowflakes. Like they'll think everything's everyone's out to get them.
Yeah.
Bro, like slightly not really related to that story, but it got me thinking about bullying and stuff. And I remember when I was in year 7, I just started year 7, and I was like very wary of like, oh, high school's a scary place. There's like all these bigger boys. I was a small squirt, blah, blah. Yeah. And I was into anime and Naruto and stuff, right? And so I got talking with these 2 Asian guys. And these 2 Asian guys look so nerdy, right? And like I've seen all these like high school TV shows and stuff where like there's a nerdy clique and there's this clique and there's that clique.
Mean Girls.
And you sure?
Yeah. Right? Have you not seen Mean Girls? You're describing Mean Girls,
seen
bro.
I don't remember it. Anyway, so like I was like hell bent on not joining this nerdy clique.
Yeah.
So after our conversation, I would like be in the playground or something, and one of the friends would be like, "Yo, like Trey, what's up?" And I would pretend I didn't hear and just like, I would get out of there. Like I didn't want to give them an opportunity to become my friend, because like early year 7 was the formative years for my friendship group or so. I thought. Funnily enough, one of those Asian guys I'm still in touch with now. I'm still friends with him. The nicest guy ever. But like I was so afraid of getting like bullied or getting boxed into a clique back in year 7 because of my perspective, or what's been portrayed to me by like TV shows and the media and stuff.
That's like
I think it's a teenager issue rather than you issue. I think most people are like this.
Yeah.
It's one way or the other. Like back in high schools, because I came in at 10 going to 11. So I tried to disassociate it with similar people in my thing. But they were super nice people. In hindsight, I don't talk to any one of them, like from my whole school. But these people, I spend the most time with them, because I used to hang out with my friends only in recess time. I studied physics, chemistry, biology, maths, all those subjects. And these fellas were in my classes. And then as soon as the classes finishes, I just like
distance yourself from them. It's like,
which is kind of ingenuine, because like like I'm just pretending them to like, but I actually like them as people, and I still talk to some of them on a very small LinkedIn basis. Yeah. But the people that I actually spend time with, go out with, I never would see them again, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. All my friends were the type that you were trying to disassociate with. Like my friends were the ones like playing Nintendo DS in the library.
That's coming from insecurity point of view, because for me, I was like, I want to hang out with the cooler people, I guess. These people are losers.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm one of them again.
That happens, I think the clique happens. That's the premise of Mean Girls in a way. So there's the cool girls, and no one wants to associate with them. But the mean girls are the cool girls are the plastics, and they are the ones that create fake rumors about each other and stuff like that. What
is plastics?
That's what they call plastics, because they look like they're dolled up and like plasticky.
Oh, he's a
plastic surgery, bro.
Yeah. Bro, I've seen Mean Girls far too many times. Like,
it sounds like it, man.
Yeah, so that happens. I think. Let's discuss negative side effects of like.
Well, negative bullying. Side effects is just like, I guess, emotional, mental health issues.
Yeah, or it could go really far
into depression or
school
suicide.
shooting, bro. Yeah. Depression is not my problem. If you're depressed, that's fine, bro. No,
but like,
if you start taking it out of me,
if it's a friend of yours and they're depressed and then they take it too far, wouldn't it affect you then?
Bro, it's meant to be a funny podcast.
We haven't discussed it. What was funny? What was meant to be funny? The premise that you shared, and that wasn't funny at all either. So like, don't
I
give
have
me
this
this.
ex-colleague of mine. He's kind of depressed right now.
Yeah.
For what reason? Just like
He just hates the work culture, everything about it. So he recently applied at my company, and I kind of advocated for him. It didn't work out for him. Now he's stuck at his company, and if I try to give him moral support, like apply for a new job, then I'm going against my ex-company.
Bro, why is why does he feel like he's stuck at his company? There's 50 million jobs you can apply for. If you don't like the culture, take a 5k, 10k pay cut and fix your mental health. It's not a
thing is, so for me right now, so I was in the similar position as him, but I think mental health is not that important, bro. At workplaces.
What is wrong
like,
with this guy, bro?
Like thing is,
no. Stop saying these things.
Okay,
like, give us a reason. Like,
so
why
my
do you
thing
think
is,
this?
every night I used to leave work, I used to hate it, but next morning I forgot about it. Like,
no, but that's what's your issue, bro. Because you let these things just simmer in you, and one day,
I'm not gonna like. Obviously, I don't have it. Like when I left, I was super happy.
Yeah, but like, what if you get married and then like you have a partner and then you just come home every day and just like, oh yeah, word sucked. Next day you forget about it, but they will still be affected.
But how can you hate something so much and still go in every day?
Because of the money,
bro, and then like the comfort of like having a job.
Oh yeah, and sexy girls.
That is true.
Okay, if you hated your job that much, why didn't you just leave?
Sorry.
If you hated your job that much, why
I got
didn't
a different
you leave?
job I left. But thing is, for me, like, what is emotional stress? I can't relate sometimes, but I don't want to be insensitive to my friend, so I just like I give him support regardless. But mentally, I don't know like how can you hate something so much?
No, you don't know what emotional stress is.
Like, I'm sure like. I don't know, bro. Honestly, maybe I have a very goldfish memory.
You never had stress because like something in your family is not right. You felt down, right? That is just stress.
But how does it? So he feels he's bullied at work, and sometimes people talk to you a certain way that makes you feel you're bullied.
Yeah.
And some people do talk to him such way. But for me, I think I can dissociate people with work. Like, someone can talk shit to me at work, but as soon as we finish work, he's nice to me. Like, I'll go have a meal and we'll just discuss over it. But like, I wouldn't take everything he says as to me as a person, but just me as a worker. Like, if someone talks shit to me,
so yeah, he's emotionally distressed because.
But is it most people like that, or
no? Like, he just must be going through certain things. Like, he doesn't know how to deal with this situation. Like, he doesn't know. He still wants a job, but he doesn't understand how to go up to them and tell them like, "Oh, you're bullying me," because of the fear that he might lose his job. That might be his issue.
I've never really come across workplace bullying. I can think of possibly one instance, but not really.
But you work government, and they're very much on top of these things.
Chill,
yeah. In private, I think, especially like the type of firms he's working with, construction, they're like trying to just hit targets and stuff.
Like law, and I've heard about like
sales-driven jobs. Yeah.
What is bullying down there? Because
in what?
Like in law and like sales-driven job, like is it pressure? Like you need to do X, Y, Z, or is it too much?
Yeah, I don't know. Like
it would be
maybe not bullying in the sense that like, oh, you're fat or this, that, nothing personal, but work related, like just coming down hard on like work they do and stuff.
And
like
if someone else is doing better than you, they kind of like pit you against each other. That kind of stuff I've heard as well. So yeah, and that's bullying in a way.
The thing is, so there were many times I always talked shit at my work, but I'm like, maybe I fucked up. Anyways, next, like.
Yeah, because you're not like, for that person, they don't know how to deal with it. Or like, you don't know how, you might not know how to deal with it, but you can still disassociate with it.
Do you reckon it's an upbringing issue?
No, but I don't want to call you out, but there's a lot of things in your personal life you don't know how to deal with. And then that causes you stress. So for that person, it might be work. For you, it might be personal things. Like,
yeah, we discussed it after podcast.
Yeah, so like it just depends.
It
just depends. Like, yeah, it just depends on that person. They're not able to deal with that work-related stress.
Okay.
Okay, speaking of this friend, clearly he felt bullied to an extent as an adult. Have you ever been bullied? Like, when you become an adult, like, have you ever felt like you've been bullied?
What kind of bullying are we talking right now?
Son and my older brother bully me about my hairline.
Oh, I never do that,
Constantly, bro. All the time.
Well, like, you bully yourself. Every morning you look at it yourself and like make fun of yourself.
Yeah, bro, me too, but like #MeToo movement.
Okay, true that. But have you ever been bullied as an adult?
Look, Yeah, like until last month, bro. At my previous job, I used to get bullied.
No, you were I thought you were gonna bring up the other thing.
Which one?
You got bullied at Aldi like a week or two ago. You were telling some guy confronted you, bro.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I think I've told you this story, have I not?
Okay, I don't know.
So I was at Aldi getting some ingredients to cook food for
I
us.
think I remember this.
I had headphones on, and I have zoned out right
Yeah.
now. I'm listening to some random ass podcast, and I was looking to make a burrito bowls. So I'm going through different sections, looking at recipes, and like I was going through like podcasts, serious seeds, and like the ingredients. I'm in Mexican aisle right now,
Yeah.
and this guy, he just touches me. Why are you hovering over me? And he is like at least 6'3" or 4",
Yeah.
and 300 kgs, bro. He's fat as like he's not a guy. He's
What
an entity.
ethnicity?
Dense man.
Obviously, you know which one I'm gonna name.
Say it, bro.
Lebanese, bro.
I thought this happened at KFC.
Nah, this was LD, bro. Because
Alright.
I was during aisles.
Okay.
So he starts talking shit to me, and he says, "Why are you hovering over me, bro? Look at yourself. Why would I hover over you?" He's like, "You dickhead. I'm asking you a question. Why are you hovering over me? Why are you?"
Oh,
asking
he said that to you.
He said that to me, and I'm like, "Bro, why would I hover over you?" So I'm like, I'm just laughing at him. And I'm saying, "Thank you. Have a nice day." And he starts mocking my English or whatever. But he's Lebanese, so it doesn't add up either. But whatever. So he just goes about his day. And I just keep shopping what I needed to shop. And when I take my stuff to register, he's in same register as me.
Yeah.
Now we make eye contact, and I don't want to like give him the satisfaction of looking away.
So you stare back.
I keep staring back for 30-40 seconds until like he goes through his transactions. I do a quick note up too, and then like he comes, picks his stuff, comes up to me, grabs me by my neck, and he says, "Let's meet outside." I just push him off of me, and then everyone's looking at me because like I'm pretty like decently dressed. I came from work, and this is a Lebanese guy, and why am I having not a punch on, but like a
confrontation,
shoving off thing? And I'm like, I'm kind of shook too now because like.
You're like, damn, I just pushed a 300 kilo Lebanese guy, bro. This is a death wish.
No, thing is like, because I was low-key scared of going outside, but I was like, there are cameras, what the fuck? Sorry. Can you please take my...
Bro, you don't have to ask every time, bro.
You say so many weird things and you're worried about that.
Nah, so I was like, what the hell, bro? Like, I'm not gonna like... There are cameras, what's the worst that can happen? Like, he punches me out, he's gonna go to jail or whatever. So I was calm going out, but I was like low-key, like, and in my mind, like, what is gonna happen? I was
but did you feel bullied?
I was scared, bro. Most of them bullied.
He
So see, this is when I approach you for kickboxing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking, bro. Because he came up and was like, bro, we need to do kickboxing, bro. Straight away. So you felt a little bit like, I should have...
Like, yeah, because I don't... even if I was new kickboxing, bro, the weight difference was he just killed me, bro.
Yeah.
So his hands were big as anything else. Yeah. So I would have been knocked out. But just from like a confidence point of view, I thought I should be able to do kickboxing just to... Thought of this creature, bro.
Yeah. So you felt bullied, but then you were like,
I would say so. Bully. This may be.
Yeah. So you've never been bullied as an adult?
I don't think so, man. I don't think I've really been bullied as an adult.
Yeah.
Like, I find it kind of weird when adults bully because it's like, man, you're so mature. Like, what the hell's wrong with you? It's like I can get it if it's like high school or primary school kids or something. They don't really know what.
You know what? You know, one time I felt like you guys could have stood up for me.
Which one?
In Tasmania.
When?
Bro, when the guy confronted me, you guys just sat there quietly.
Bro,
I was recording the video for World Star, bro.
Yeah, no, you and our other friend just sat there recording the video,
we're in the back seat. What do you want us to do? Like, get out of the way, bro. Like, what do you want?
At least be like, mate, like
you had a control over yourself. You could have driven the car over him. I would have done that, bro.
You could have run him over, bro.
I would have just scared him, bro.
What?
So you kind of play. You kind of play with our lives, man.
Alright.
You kind of put us in a situation where we could have died, bro.
You're legit.
Because I sped past him, he like felt like I was speeding, which I was. It was I admit that. And then he cuts us off and then brakes, like does a sudden brake where I could have rear-ended him if I wanted to. But then I pulled over. And then the guy steps out of the car. I tried to move past him because I just thought he was pulling over for something else at start. But then he like keeps moving in front of the car as I do. So I just put it into park. I pulled the window down. And then I don't know what I asked him. I'm like, what seems to be the issue?
I smell something funny when he pulled down the window.
Yeah. So when he approached...
Inside the car or outside the car?
Inside the car.
What did I say to him? Like what seems to be the issue?
Mate,
yeah, and then he just like says something. I don't know what he said.
I think it was all a blur, bro.
He was like kind of
slurred. We see videos of him, bro.
We should release the clip.
Oh, I'll put the clip in, like if we have it, and then people can judge. Like, and then I thought you guys would back me up. Like
bro,
this
you're
big.
handling it alright, man. You were just like
I
going
believe
back
in
and
you,
forth.
bro.
It was
All
it
you,
was a
all
back
you.
and
You got
forth
this,
type
man.
thing.
Yeah, but like like when he put his hand in front of our friend's face, our friend kind of got scared because he had a cigarette in his hand.
Yeah, but our friend's a weak fella.
Yeah.
Like, what can you do?
What would you
Sacrificial
consider
lamb.
that being bullied though? We didn't get bullied, right? We stood up for ourselves.
Yeah, we should have.
Partially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a fun story. I enjoyed it. I'd
Yeah.
do it again.
Does bullying make you stronger? We don't know. If you're the
Probably not.
Every podcast.
yeah, we
Did
don't.
we get down to the crux of the issue?
No. We don't know if bullying makes you stronger. If you know how to deal with it, maybe. But anyway, this has been another Trash Talk experience. I forgot to do an intro again, but it is what it is. Please check us out on our Instagram and TikTok, and you can watch this on YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.